Good day, everybody. It's Jay from BackCountry Wrenching. Welcome to today's video. Today's video got something different. I'm going to show you guys. I want to know what your guys' opinion is on this. I see so many people posting things about off-road jacks, a whole bunch of different ideas and possibilities, but this is one I haven't seen. This is one that I'm going to show you. Probably the most craziest one I've seen is someone took an off-road floor jack, those big like 3-ton jacks with the rubber tires, and threw it in the back of their vehicle. I think that's absolutely insane. I'm going to show you something that's quite a bit smaller. If you have an air compressor on your vehicle, this would work perfect. And I think it'd be ideal for some of the situations, but I did have to make some modifications. So let's have a look at it. So what we got right here in the box is a Vevor 3-ton air jack, basically an airbag on a stand. That's the setup it's supposed to have. I didn't like that brass valve, so I'm going to swap it out to a more sturdier one, in my opinion. I also, when I had it apart, I didn't like the way the MPT threads were cut, so I used a tap and I cut the threads a little bit deeper. That way I feel safer because I can grab more than 3 threads. And I also put an air tire Schrader valve in instead of the original setup. So there we have, we got the Vevor 3-ton air jack. Like I said, I made some modifications. Changed out this valve for your dump valve, make it a little bit easier. And I also, like I said, retapped the threads, make it a little bit safer, and put an air Schrader in there. That way it's a little bit slower to fill up, but it's also safer. That way if the hose or something ever comes off, it's not going to dump the air quickly. It's acting as a check valve and holding it in place. This is it right here. I've been testing it out in the garage, and so far it's been awesome. You don't need a powerful air source. You can run it right off that A or B compressor, just something small like that. And if you're new to this channel and you're tired of your TJ being gutless, that's what you need to do. Make it more fuel efficient, more powerful, is to V8 swap it. I'm telling you right now, since I did it, it's been a million times better. Anyways, let's get that jack set up and I'll show you how it works. I just bring some dunnage just because my Jeep does have some lift. And there's only like 18 inches of lift on this thing, so I just gotta put it right underneath the pumpkin there. Center it up. Just gonna grab my air tools right here. Here's my air truck, my air hose. Start her up. I'll put on the air compressor. So this is something that you need to think outside the box with. It can be used for many other purposes, from what I'm using it for right here, just to lift up the differential for showing purposes that it can actually do it. Perhaps if you're high-centered or somewhere, you could squeeze the air jack somewhere, get some lift to help get you out of a situation. You could use this to lift virtually anything under 3 tons. Trees that are down on the trail, to move rocks that are in the way. The possibilities are endless. You just got to think outside the box and make it happen. There you have it. Doesn't take up too much space. Doesn't use too much air. I believe my modifications have made it way safer. There's only like 40 pounds of air in there. And if I want to drain it, so if you would have had the original fill on there, it would have been a lot quicker. But for the off-road, I want to be a little bit safer. I wanted my fill to be more controlled. And also, I didn't want to carry around a bunch of adapters. That's why I put that tire Schrader valve adapter in. It's a little bit slower. I have more control when I'm filling it up. That way, if I see something's going to go wrong, hopefully I'll notice it before something does. And yeah, so far so good. So what'd you guys think? You guys sold on it? Probably not, but let's look at some examples where it really comes in handy, especially for me, since my garage is small. I don't have a lot of room. I do have that big jack that I've used for a long time, but this one here, for me in my garage, actually works a lot better.
Here's an example, just using it on my Cherokee when I was doing some work to it recently. Came in really handy, and also when I was working on my trailer, wanted to do some inspection on the bearings and stuff before I go on a big huge trip. I want to make sure everything is good.
All right, time to shut her down. I don't have a beer because I'm actually out in the wilderness and I still gotta drive home, and not a very good example if I have a drink and then I gotta drive. Gotta play it safe. You don't want to risk getting into an accident, hurting somebody, because you're going to live with that for the rest of your life. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is just another tool that you guys could think of that possibly might work for you guys in the future. I know for me in my garage, it's definitely going to be good, and I'm probably going to take it out when I go wheeling, in case if I ever need to change a tire or something, it'll come in handy. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, post them below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. And it is freaking hot out. So hot.